It's called Sweet Kicks, and like every episode title is a reference to, or it's something that they took from the dialogue of the show. Usually something Lucifer says, but when I see Sweet Kicks, all I can think of is, all the other kids with the pumped up kicks, you better run, outrun my gun. So yeah. Actually, that reminds me. So when Lucifer introduced himself to Kat, and he said he was the former king of hell and he was on vacation, and she said, "Oh, I'm sorry." I didn't really understand. Like, did she think he'd been fired, or what was going on there? Sometimes the soundtrack is incredibly good, and then sometimes it is horrendous. Who the hell pays $6,000 for a pair of shoes? Why would shoes be worth that much? He asks the model for her most dangerous desire, and she says cheeseburger. I thought that joke had died out in the 90s. Loki says the show has plenty of 90s moments. So you know how I referenced Pumped Up Kicks? Well, somebody brought a gun to the model show, which is about a shoe designer. So about the designer, he's like he's an Asian guy, but like, what's the word for an Asian wigger? Like, what do you call that? Like a white.
A wigger is a white nigger. So
a wigger is like a white person that acts like that acts urban. So like, what would you call an Asian wigger? Is that just an Ager? I mean, there are people that think Asians are basically white, so. Hey, it's okay, you're welcome for interfering in all of your cases. What can I say except you're welcome? Now get that look off of your face. Oh, he slaps him in the face, he goes, bloody hell, that hurt. Do it again. It will never stop shocking me when an Asian dude has a ghetto accent. Like, again, what do you call an Asian wigger? And why is he trying so hard? Loki, you're making that gestures. Yes, I know a wigger is like a white ghetto person. I understand that.
The W in wigger stands for white.
Huh?
I said the W.
The W in wigger stands for white. So what do you call an Asian wigger? Is it just an Iger? An Ager? This is like the least politically correct conversation, but I can't help like wondering what that is. Like, what do you call a ghetto Asian person? Is there like a pastry food that's like yellow on the outside and black on the inside? Oh, okay. I looked it up, and apparently the answer is Jaeger with the Y standing for yellow. So, I mean, there's that question answered. I'm kind of tempted to ask if these gang names are real, Latin kings versus Asian boys, because it just sounds so generic. Yeah, it's completely uncreative.
Not
like
real.
There were cartel names in Burn Notice that sounded real. I know they were also made up, but they were like more creative than this.
They were based off of real ones.
They were based off of real ones. These ones just like, some white executive sitting in a room like, okay, I need a name for some, like, Mexican gangsters. Oh, how about Latin kings? Okay, now I need names for some Asian gangsters. Asian boys, but with a
Latin
Z.
Kings is real, but it's not actually really like a gang. It's just like a thing. It's not a real gang.
Okay.
But Asian boys is not real.
Yeah, I figured that wasn't. Aw, I really like the pig. Its name is Pig Diddy, and it's adorable. Lucifer referring to Chloe's coworkers who hate her as Philistines. I like that. That is a solid reference. Like, this show makes me want to actually finish reading the Bible all the way through, more than the actual sermons at church. If I say yes, will you shut up about the leg? Like, she didn't fucking kneecap him. Like, okay, I get that he's being a little bit obnoxious about it, but you did shoot him, bitch. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that chip on your shoulder. Oh, Palmetto Bitch. That's catchy. You should get that on a name tag. That sounds like a good name for an album. Actually, that is a really good name.
Her a Palmetto Bitch.
Yeah, because there was a case they did on Palmetto Street. It was like this big conflict before the start of the show. I'm actually gonna write that down in my song and album name things. Hi, cutesy us. No, Lucifer, it's snitches get stitches.
They do end up in ditches too.
Snitches get stitches and then end up in ditches.
Also,
That's right,
some
Lucius.
snitches become liches.
That's right, Lucius. Snitches get stitches.
And also,
right.
some snitches get riches.
She goes into a coffee shop, and they're like, "And your name?" And she says, "Mazikeen." How do you spell that? Surprise me. I'm pretty sure what they come up with is like completely wrong in a funny way. But like, why wouldn't she just say Maze? Loki's singing "Here Comes the Sex," and I'm just like, they're in a coffee shop in
Sex is gonna happen.
broad daylight. They're not.
There's gonna be like 5 episodes of them just doing nothing but having sex.
They're not going to have sex in the middle of the coffee shop
You don't know that.
in broad daylight.
You know, he can stop time and then they can just have sex forever.
He can't stop time yet. He can only slow it down.
He can slow it down to the point where it's so slow that nobody's gonna catch them having sex.
Lucius just grunted in approval. I don't know what that says about our parenting. Lucius, the rest of your chip is right here.
I think he likes the idea of stopping time.
Yeah, you like the idea of stopping time so you can
be
just
a baby forever.
run around being a baby. Oh god, what a nightmare. I mean, I love my precious little boy. But yeah, I don't want him to be a baby forever. I'm looking forward to him growing up and being a child. Well, maybe not being a teenager, but being an adult. Being cute. Mike? How do you get Mike out of Mazikeen? That dumbass barista didn't even try. No, she's not a dyke, she's bisexual.
She eventually becomes a dyke.
No, she's bisexual. She does not become a dyke. She marries a woman, but she doesn't become a lesbian. She's bisexual. You don't become a lesbian just because you're married.
Let me have one character named Mike the Dyke, please.
One character named Mike the Dyke. You want to write a character named Mike the Dyke?
No.
Okay.
There should be a character.
There should be a character? Maybe there's a character in DOF. You don't know that.
I'm sorry.
The subtitles said sultry purr when he got, when Dan got close to him. And he's like, "Is it my thanks you want or a kiss?" Oh, Lucius. I like watching Lucifer flirt with Dan. Yellow Viper. Yeah, that does sound like a VD. Oh, that's sexy. Lucifer could tell from a taste whether blood was human or not.
This is the murder?
They're gonna bang, bang, bangity bang. They're gonna bang, bang, bangity bang. A bang, bang, they're gonna bang, bang. A fluid exchange. I called it! Although I don't think they bang for like a couple more seasons. They're talking about, the shoe guy's bodyguard and how he's a sniper unit, and then Loki points to Lucius and says, "He's the diaper unit." And Lucius says, "Mom! Mom!" Yes, Mom is watching TV and talking about you, huh?
Street art is funny. This piece seems a lot more authentic to me now. I think I'll keep it.
Him bitching about not having a phone is really just like, whose fault is that? You can clearly afford one. Just walk into any store and buy one. Okay. Maze is watching Chloe sleep. That is such an Edward Cullen move.